Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading. We'll get started with some Miracles Now cards. To truly flourish is to release all the tension that holds me back from letting love pour through me. Truly flourish. Okay, so it's telling you to release your tension so that you can be a more clear channel. Let's get two more. I surrender it all. One more. Okay, I can release ancient pain simply by feeling it. And also you got to relinquish control, I simply let loose and allow myself to be more childlike. So my nerves are like shot right now. There's just a lot of craziness going on. If you hear yelling, just ignore it. It's fine. Everyone's okay, I think. It's coming from outside. So if you hear yelling, just assume everybody's okay. Good. What Gypsy Witch cards does Scorpio need? Let's start with your past. So what does Scorpio need to know about their past? The home. The home denotes success in all ventures. If present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy and prosperous. Also predicts marriage. And the mountains. The mountains nearby indicate the presence of a mighty enemy. Ooh. So maybe in the past, Scorpio, in your home or regarding a home, you had a mighty enemy that was like blocking your path or making it difficult or making home ownership difficult. I don't know. All right, what does Scorpio need to know about Scorpio's present? The scythe presages disappointment and when near the coffin, early death. So in the now, Scorpio, you might be feeling disappointment. You also got the star. The star ensures success in all enterprises when near, when very distant, some unlucky events. Okay, so you might be disappointed, but also successful. Okay, what about Scorpio's future? Sorry, I'm trying to get through it quickly because like my nerves are totally shot. I'm like, there's a lot of chaos outside right now, so I'm trying to just keep going before there's really bad noises that interrupt the reading. I like to get the reading through. Okay. The rider is a sure sign of good news unless alongside 6, 8, 11, or 13. So you got the rider. And one more. God, one more for Scorpio, please. Oh, you got two. Oh, cute. The bear. The bear is a sign of successful speculations. So the rider's good news so far. The bear is a sign of successful speculations. I think with I'm thinking gold rush. I don't know why, but so speculating, I think, is finding treasure or like looking for opportunities. So success in that in your future. And the roads. The roads turned to the dark clouds foretells misadventures, but far from the person, the evil consequences may be averted. Okay, well, there's no dark clouds. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think you are going to have good news about an opportunity, and you're going to avert some evil consequences. Good stuff. All right, let's get some water. I usually drink out of a cup, but I started drinking out of one of these giant mason jar things because I'm trying to be more hydrated. I'm not very hydrated. I do drink water and tea and coffee and sometimes juice, but you know, in the winter here when it's cold, I don't drink that much water, so I'm trying to be healthier. And water is a part of it, but like if I just have a cup, I won't fill it up that often, and if it's like empty, I'm gonna take like 2 sips, but then it's gone. So it's just weird. Like for me, it just works to like have a big jug to fill up and then drink from that and then like refill it, so that I'm trying to get like 2 of those a day. I don't know what the right amount of water is, but you got to start somewhere. Okay. Let's get you. What are these called? Forest Oracle? Something like that. Sacred Forest Oracle. God, what Sacred Forest Oracle cards does Scorpio need? Hope you guys are doing good. I hope you had a good full moon in Scorpio. Super awesome. I enjoyed it. Okay. It's so weird. Okay, you got Spirit Guardian of Winter, Retreat. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can probably zoom in, but it's like a snow globe with a little log cabin with a window that has like a warm glow coming out of it, and then it's surrounded by a pine forest. Spirit Guardian of Winter, Retreat. But yeah, so I'm trying to drink more water and be more hydrated. So if you see me drinking over the course of the next couple months, be proud of me that I'm hydrating more. And I hope you guys do as well. It helps with a lot of ascension symptoms, and it's just good to not be dehydrated. But I feel like I've been dehydrated for a couple months. But enough about me. It's not just about me as a Scorpio, it's about all of us Scorpios and people who have Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon. I would even say Pluto in Scorpio, or Venus in Scorpio, or Mars in Scorpio, I guess. Depends on your personality. Let's read this thing. 38. Okay. Oh, shoot. What am I wrong? Oh. Sorry, the number on the card and the page number are 2 different numbers, and it messes me up almost every time. Okay. Enter the silent, deep place within you. Renew, retreat. Repair your body, items, and relationships. Examine your life and make adjustments as needed. Watch your nocturnal dreams. Meditate. Look for messages from spirit. So it's telling you, Scorpio, to retreat. So it's telling you to just take a few minutes, take a few days, whatever you need, step back, picture yourself in this little cabin in the woods, just, off in the forest, having a break, and have some quiet time, have some silence. Go within, meditate, enjoy the stillness, just breathe and try to relax and just decompress. So that would be your overall card for the reading, is retreat. So maybe before it gets really busy for you, if you're going into the summer or if you're going into the winter or whatever is happening for you right now, maybe this is like your pause before everything gets really busy. So it's telling you, in the next, I would say the next few weeks, Scorpio, you might need to take a retreat, and you don't have to leave if that's not possible for you, but go within and take that inner, like, chill break. It's suggested meditation. You could just maybe do some mindfulness meditation where you're just decompressing and you're witnessing yourself, your situation in your life, whatever. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna use this one. So far you got release tension, surrender, release ancient pain, retreat, and now we're going to get some more clarification on your past, your present, and your future. Let's do that. 4 minutes. Okay. You have to set a timer or I just will go too long and then I'll never get around to all the signs. And I decided, I'll just tell you this, Scorpio. I decided I'm not going to do all the signs. I'm an astrologer, so to me, it feels incomplete without doing all the signs. It's like missing a food group or something. But I was really struggling to want to do the mutable signs, and I realized I don't want to do them. So if you're a mutable sign, or if you have like your moon or your rising in a mutable sign, I'm probably not going to do those. Maybe I will. I might change my mind. I can do that if I want. But right now, I feel like it's really hard for me to record these. I just have a lot going on. So I'll do them when I can. And I like being able to do one for the different signs because I am an astrologer. I'm into astrology. So I like, being able to get Scorpio stuff, whatever, Libra stuff, whatever. But it takes a really long time to do all the signs, and I never realized that until I tried to do them all, and then I realized I don't want to do that. So I was thinking I just was gonna do the cardinal. No, I was just gonna do the fixed, and then I thought, no, I'll do the cardinal too, because some cardinal signs might need readings. And then I'm like, okay, I'll do the mutables, but then I realized I really don't want to. Like, it's not worth it for me. I don't want to do it. And then I struggled with it for like a month. And the conclusion was, yeah, I don't want to do it so much. I have to just listen to myself and not do it. Like, it'd be like getting a job opportunity, but it just feels wrong. And then you force yourself to not listen to the feeling of wrong and you take the job anyway. And then it's like murder central. So I'm not going to do that to myself. Like when I was younger, I would be like okay about a little bit of suffering, but now that I'm older, I don't want to suffer at all. If I can avoid suffering, or just if something feels wrong and I just trust that and don't do it, that's good. So I'm not going to do the mutable signs. I will probably always do the fixed signs as long as I'm doing astrology tarot. But We'll see. Let's get some. I'm just gonna stop. I poured it on myself. I'm just gonna get some clarification, Scorpio, on your past now with the Osho Zen Tarot. So, God, what does Scorpio need to know about Scorpio's past? The Master. So, you got the House, which is success in all ventures, and you got the Mountains, indicating the presence of a mighty enemy. So, maybe in the past, when you were working on your success or towards getting a home or something like that, you had a mighty enemy. And the Master card is clarifying that right now. I'm gonna just turn this way. And you've got aloneness. Okay. But then also completion came out with that, and thunderbolt, which is like the tower. So Scorpio, in your past, it looks to me like you were on a very specific life path, and you were becoming a master. You were working on self-mastery. You had a mighty enemy against you, and this is, it's being clarified by like aloneness. So I think you had to, maybe whatever enemy you had in the past, it forced you to become more hermit-like and go within, maybe isolate yourself, maybe be more selective about who you let into your quest that you're on, Scorpio. And then you also got completion and thunderbolt. So you finished whatever that past situation was. You finished it, and that doesn't mean that you won't have things in the present or the future that are difficult or challenging, right? But whatever situation that was, where your path, your success was being obstructed by the mountain or the mighty enemy, as you were working on your self-mastery, it looks like you went within. I don't know if you were forced to go within. I don't want to say that. Maybe you chose to go within, but you went within. And that has led to completion and the tower. So maybe it was an ugly ending, or maybe it was like a long drawn out thing, like the puzzle, because the completion card is like a puzzle that you put the last piece in. I don't know. Let's find out about your present. Okay, so you got the Scythe, which is disappointment, and you got the Star, which is success in all enterprises. Okay. All right, God, what does Scorpio need to know about their present? Can you clarify the Scythe and the Star? It got quiet. Good. All right. The Outsider. And the Miser and the Rebel. Interesting. So you were disappointed, but you were successful. And then that's clarified by the Outsider, the Miser, and the Rebel in reverse. And that all this is occurring in the now. So maybe you were disappointed in your success or your amount of success. Maybe you felt like you were being locked out, or like, what is that word? I can't think of it. It's like blacklisted, or like blocked. Like when you're blocked from opportunities, or like you like wherever you're going and whoever you're encountering or meeting with or trying to get these opportunities by working with or working for, or even finding good people to work for you, on this path to success, maybe you felt like you were locked out and someone was hoarding that wealth away from you, or it was being the rewards for your success were being kept from you. And then the rebel in reverse. So usually what happens with the rebel is they break their chains or their ancestral curses or their old outdated thinking, and then they free themselves. They're liberated. The golden eagle is also on here, but it's in reverse. So maybe you felt stuck. Maybe you knew that you were breaking chains, but you felt like it was taking a really long time, or it was never quite done. I don't know, because I feel like in the past you kind of completed and moved on from a phase, and then you're in the now. It's almost like this. What I'm feeling is that there's an energy of things being like, you feel like something was denied to you, or you feel like you're unable to quite grasp it, or maybe it's taking too long. You feel like it should have been done by now, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's get you some clarification for your future. So what does Scorpio need to know about Scorpio's future? Whoa. Creativity. So your future was good news with the Rider, successful speculations with the Bear, and the evil consequences may be averted. And then you got creativity. So maybe you found a way to make your own path, Scorpio, or that's what you're doing right now, and then that's going to allow you to navigate your future so that you avoid evil consequences, and you have successful speculations. You get the news that you want about that. And we are the world. It came out in reverse. So maybe you're going to come up with a creative way to either work with other people or do things on your own. That sounds funny, but like, if you've had to like cut ties, and you've had to do some workarounds, and you felt like you were being blocked by others on your path, maybe that's allowing you to come up with creative solutions for ways to either have that connection of we are the world. It's like a bunch of like light workers all holding hands around the world, but it was in reverse. So maybe you, with creativity, so maybe you need to find a creative way to link up with your people, or you're using your creativity because currently you haven't, or this is in the future, so maybe you are preparing yourself for a future where you do things on your own, or you find a workaround to having to rely on other people. I think in the end we all want our people and our soul family, but sometimes it's difficult because we are like geographically dispersed. So I don't know, like hopefully that will be righted, and like whatever the future holds, it's malleable and we can change it. So there's no set future. There's many possibilities for the future, but nothing like set in stone. we cannot change it at all. There's always some flexibility and some other future timelines that are similar and bridge off. Okay, Scorpio. So, and on the bottom you have understanding. So the bird realizes the cage door is open and he sees the other birds out there and he flies out to them. So I think that's a good sign, Scorpio. I'm going to get you a angel number and then we will release you to the wild. 313. Your strong connection with the Ascended Masters is helping you stay positive. They're giving you important and valid guidance about healing the world. Listen to these ideas as they're valid. All right, that's been your reading, Scorpio. Thank you for watching it, and please like, share, and subscribe, and come back in the future for more readings. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just stay positive. All right, bye, Scorpio.